Welcome to I'm All By Myself Wednesday of Hardaway Wrestling. How we doing out there, everybody? I'm all by myself today. No Ricky, no Scotty, no T-Bone. All by myself. And today we're going to go over AEW Dynamite from last night, the go-home show for, for Wrestle Dream. So, uh, before we get that, before we even get into anything that went on last night, which by the way, show was okay, not the greatest. That's kind of how AEW's been here lately. Not the greatest, just okay in some spots. Make sure you go like, subscribe, ring the bell. We got a lot of new people here to YouTube. So thank you so much. We are climbing every day. Instagram's growing. By the way, you know what? I didn't even hit. I actually need to go back. Hold on, let me get this. Let me back this bad boy up real quick. And I think that I need to go to. Let me go to Instagram here and go live because I did not go live. So we are now live on Instagram. So what's going on, everybody? So anyway, go like, subscribe, ring the bell. Now, if you want to listen to our podcast, if you don't want to look at my ugly face again, I'm gonna ramble a lot today because I'm by myself. So if you don't want to see my ugly face, you can go to iTunes, you can go to Spotify, you can go to iHeartRadio and download the podcast. Make sure you go like and review that too. Always appreciate that. And you can listen to it at your leisure. So at any point you want to listen to the sweet docile sounds of Jonathan Cross, you're more than welcome to just download me, put me in your ears. Anyway, last night was a go home show for Dynamite uh, on October 8th, Tuesday night. And not normally on Tuesday, usually on a Wednesday, but last night they ran it on a Tuesday. I can't remember why they ran it on Tuesday. I'm sure it was preempted by maybe baseball or something. I'm not even sure. But last night opened up with a promo from Moxley. Moxley opened a show from the Red Light District. Nobody wants Danielson's blood on their hands. So Moxley will have to be the one to slay the American Dragon. Mox knows that when Danielson is cornered, he will embrace the dark side to survive. Moxley will be ready. This was a pretty good promo from Moxley. I'm hearing a lot that Moxley is watching a lot of movies and he steals a lot of stuff from movies. But this is actually a pretty good promo from Mox. He basically said that this Saturday will all come together. So what does that mean? You know, what does that mean? Does that mean we're getting Shane McMahon? I mean, we've talked about it a lot to nauseum at this point about Shane McMahon. Is he coming? Is he not coming? Is he the leader of this new group or whatever? But anyway, we'll figure that out. So, uh, start the show. A lot of talking in this this episode of AEW Dynamite. So basically, it starts off the show with that promo from Mox. Then we go on to Darby. Darby gets in the middle of the ring and he calls out Brody King. He's telling Brody, "I'm going to make you bleed. I'm going to punish you." You know, we go way back and we lived in a car together. Or we both were homeless. We lived in, you know, these crack houses or wherever when they were coming up. And when Darby made it to AEW, Brody King was still signed with ROH and was like, "That's really cool, Darby." He's really happy for Darby. But then ROH went under. Brody King was out of a job. Darby talked about his kids and, you know, how scary that must have been. And then Darby talked to Tony and said, "Hey, bring Brody in. You know, we want bring this guy in. He's amazing. You're gonna love him." And that's kind of how it got started here. So, what do we got? Randy Chris. What the hell was up with the AEW's first match? Terrible two masked wrestlers. Yeah, we'll get to that here in a second, Randy. Yeah, well, it wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest, but that's yeah. So we'll get to that. But anyway, they're promoting Darby and Brody are promoting blah, blah, blah. Take a drink. They are promoting this Wrestle Dream for this Saturday. They're going to be facing each other. Should be a banger. Brody is a monster. Darby is got a spine like a slinky. So it'll be. I'll be curious to see how that match turns up. That's going to be a pretty good match. Pretty good banger match. And they beat the shit out of each other here towards the end of this little talking segment. Brody gets him in a rear naked choke. Or starts choking. Darby pulls out a brick or a rock or something out of his jacket. He's just carrying a random rock, and smashes his wrist, smashes his ankles, and then smashed him in the mouth with it. So Brody had a little bit of blood going before he rolled out. So we get so let me brick. Okay. All right. So we had a hologram versus Commander. That's the match you're talking about. Um Randy. Hologram. I guess they're calling him the AEW homegrown guy. Um pretty I mean, again, a lot of times with the Mexican wrestlers, the luchadors, it's a lot of flip flop, flip flop, flip flop, flop, and that was a lot of this match here. This was a lot of back and forth. Um, then Jake Roberts comes out uh, at the end of this match. Hologram ends up winning. He's got the longest win streak right now. Um, in AEW. Oh, let's back up here. There was a couple botches. It seemed like some botches in this match, but one in particular is where Commander was getting ready to run the ropes. Hologram went to springboard off the ropes, and it ended up in a power bomb. Commander giving Hologram a power bomb. Pretty gnarly spot there. Luckily, no one got hurt. So Hologram ends up winning that match. He's 14-0. Don Callis earlier in the night made a little deal with Jake Roberts, conducting a talent exchange. Lance Archer is now with the Don Callis family. And Jake Roberts said, "You like surprises?" So it looks like at the end of this match, at the end of the Commander match, it looks like Jake Roberts sent out his guys, his new acquisition. Let me find their names here. It's Roosh, yeah, Roosh, Mortis, and Al Facione, or whatever they are, and Ignobla, blah, 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 whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, little talent exchange here. Those guys come out and beat the shit out of Commander, beat the shit out of uh, Hologram. So we'll see where we go from there. Then we get a little bit of a promo, a little bit of a just in the parking lot. Daniel Garcia shows up, and he tells Mox's wife, "Hey, listen, I could tell you what I'm going to do, but I'm going to go out and tell the crowd what exactly Daniel Garcia is going to do." And we're going to sum it up here real quick. Daniel Garcia, just little promo, said he's coming for gold. He has re-signed with AEW. He is not going to NXT like a lot of people thought he was. So he is back with AEW, and he has signed a deal, and he's looking for gold. He tells everybody in the back, anybody who's got a belt, and there's a lot of them. He said, be on the lookout. So maybe there's a lot of belts. Maybe he gets a chance. He goes for the women's title. Who knows? He's about that size. So anyway, we had a number one contenders match. Willow Nightingale defeated Jamie Hayter, Saraya, and Nyla Rose. Britt Baker was not there. She had some sort of illness. I think she was supposed to, I don't know who was she supposed to be in place of Nyla, maybe? Not sure. Don't remember. But anyway, Willow Nightingale wins that match. Towards the end of the match, she's heading up the ramp, and then we get the champion hits her with the belt, hits her upside the head, straps her a couple times, busts her mouth open, hit her with a headbutt to start off the fight, and wow. Mariah May. Sorry, Mariah May. Mariah May hits Willow with his headbutt and absolutely drops her, busts her open, and it was a gnarly headbutt. I mean, it connected. So pretty sure that was. Some people think wrestling's fake, not there. So anyway, um, great four-way women's match. We had a nice little table spot. Nyla was really showing off here, so it was a pretty good match. But Willow ends up winning this match. Then we get a Jay White defeats Cody Cajon. And so I thought that was a little drum thing. That was a cajon, right? Isn't that what a cajon is? Anyway, Jay White defeats Cody Calhoun, or whatever his name is, and then called out Hangman Page. So we are definitely towards the end of the night, they announced it. Hangman versus Jay Switchblade White at Wrestle Dream. So we're going to have that match on the card for sure. And there will probably be a lot of matches on this card. They started announcing announcing some of them um, last night. So anyway, we had a double championship match. Mercedes Moné defeated Emi Sakura to retain the TBS championship and the NJPW Strong Women's title. Um, so the CEO holds on to her titles right there. I don't think anybody thought that Emi Sakura was going to win. Anyway, uh, we had CEO and her in tow, her Camila Camoga. Won't you come here? Anyway, Mercedes and Camille beat the absolute piss out of Emi Sakura. And then here comes Chris Statlander down to the ring. So now here's where the confusion lies in. Maybe you guys can tell me. Chris Statlander was just a heel one pay-per-view ago. She was with Stokely Hathaway. And now she's not with Stokely anymore. You tell me. I don't know what I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the deal is there. But now Stokely is chasing another tag team. He's trying to get, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But now Chris Statlander she's all the way face. I'm pretty sure here. So anyway, we get Don Callis, and a Will Ospreay promo in the middle of the ring. Or Will Ospreay wants to know what happened last week. Takeshita wouldn't have made that move unless Don Callis approved it. Of course, Don Callis came out, tried to lie a little bit, and then he came out and said, "You know what I did? I just want you to know who the boss was." And then all hell broke loose. They beat the snot. It was Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher, who started to, try to fend off Takeshita and I can't remember the other dude. I can't remember who it was. Anyway, tried to defend Ospreay. Just kind of got out of the way because now he is a Don Callis guy, but he's Will Ospreay's buddy. So he's like, I don't want anything to do with either one of it. He rolls out of the ring, and here comes Ricochet. Ricochet comes down, saves the day, clears the ring. Pretty cool moment there. So we get a promo with Mark Briscoe addressing Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho overstepped his boundaries last week and basically said, you're not your brother. Your brother's better than you. And of course, last week, that's when that whole melee started. So we're definitely getting a Chris Jericho and Briscoe, Mark Briscoe match at Wrestle Dream, which we will cover on Saturday morning. We're going to do a live stream on the YouTubes, on the Facebook, on the Instagrams, all that good stuff. So make sure if you go like and subscribe and ring the bell, hit that notification button. That way you know that we are flying. We are out here in the streets talking shit, and you want to be a part of that. So anyway, we get a little bit talking segment in the back with the learning tree. Brian Keefe, Big Cass, talking to Rocky Romero, saying, Rocky, you're not nobody's second fiddle. And basically, I don't know if they're trying to recruit Rocky Romero, but we'll see where this goes. Don't exactly know, but Jericho's got his hands full with Mark Briscoe, and 100% Mark Briscoe is going to bleed in the first 5 seconds of that match. So, anyway, we had a little backstage. We had a little bit of a backstage segment with Christian Cage and Hook. Hook is looking for whoever jumped his dad. Thought it was Kip Sabian. Ran into Kip Sabian. Kip Sabian said it wasn't me. Rolls out. Of course, Chris Jericho is looking for Kip Sabian, and basically tells him, he said, "Listen, I feel your pain. I lost Kill Switch to being sick or having some whatever Kill Switch's problem was." And he said, "I feel your pain. It's tough not having a father," or whatever he said to Hook. And we're gonna move on from there. So. Are we gonna get a Jericho or not Jericho? We're gonna get Christian Cage and Hook program here? Possibly. So, all right. So we got Mark Queen and Isaiah Cassidy, Zay Cassidy, Top Flight, right? Top Flight, is that the tag? Yeah, Top Flight. No, not Top Flight. What are they? Private Party. That's what they are. Private Party. So we get a Private Party promo in the back, basically talking about getting a chance to face the Young Bucks for the World Tag Team Championships. I don't believe that these guys are going to win these titles, but we'll see. They're approached by Stokely Hathaway. Stokely says, you got to give me a chance to, manage you guys. And basically, Private Party said, no bueno. We're not interested. We've been doing this by ourselves this whole time. We're going to do it all by ourselves anyway. So we're going to see what's going to happen there. I feel like after that, I feel like Stokely's going to get involved here somehow and cause the Bucks or help the Bucks win. Not that they need it, but it keeps Private Party strong. So anyway, let's look at the chat real quick. See if we got anybody in the chat. What's up, Instagram? Everybody's on the Instagram today. That's cool. Do we got any comments on the Instagram? No comments on the Instagram. That's cool though. That's cool. Let's go check out. Where am I at here? Where am I at? I'm all over the place. I'm not used to running by myself here. I don't know if you can tell that or not. It's a different world here. So chat, nothing in the chat. So anyway, we're going to let's get back into it. Let's get on with it. Promo Jack Perry talking about Shibata. They have their match coming over Wrestle Dream. He kept saying where the best wrestlers wrestle. Where the best wrestlers wrestle. I don't know if that means he's trying to get out of there or what, but anyway, Scapegoat will be fighting Shibata this Saturday at Wrestle Dream. So final match. We have a tag team match. Let me get to it here. Why is it so far away? Boom. There it is. We are getting it's Bryan Danielson, Wheeler Yuta, which as a tag team, I thought they looked really good together versus Claudio and that bastard Pac. Pretty good match back and forth here. Daniel Bryan was on the outside of the ring for most of this match. They are really pushing that he's injured. And honestly, it keeps him strong because for whatever reason, if he decides that he is going to leave, then he'll have a legit reason, right? It'll be just a legit reason. So, but Wheeler carried most of this match. So it comes down where Danielson. Sorry, let's back up. Pac was getting ready to hit Danielson with the hammer. Wheeler grabs the hammer, pulls it away, and causes distraction. Danielson hits him with a bell lock, has the bastard tap out, and that's it. And then we might have a visitor now. Just right at the end of this, we have a visitor.
Sorry, dude.
That's okay. That's all. I've already been through the whole thing. Without you, without Scotty, I just went through the whole thing. It's probably terrible because I'm not used to doing it all by myself. Of course, you come in and people start coming in the chat. So they're only here to see you, Ricky. Taped up like a zombie. Must be messed up good. I don't know what that means. Anyway, what's up, man?
Barely me.
Barely you? Or did you just oversleep?
So I had my alarm set for 4:30, and I guess it happens now and again. Like I roll over to actually grab my phone, and I swipe the button and turn my alarm off.
I've been there.
And fell right back to sleep. Mr. Puffers woke me up.
Oh, good. Well, Mr. Puffer's like, we're live, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's like, wake the fuck up, bitch.
What are you doing, Dad? We're live out here.
Oh, God damn it. Well, at least I only missed 10 minutes, 15.
Well, and again, in that 10 minutes, I've covered damn near all of it. We are on the main event right now. We're talking about the main event. So backing up a little bit, Wheeler Yuta goes to use the hammer. Pac goes to use the hammer. Wheeler pulls it from him, causes a distraction. Daniel Bryanson, LaBelle lock.
Bryan Danielson.
Whatever. He'll always be Daniel Bryanson to me. LaBelle lock. Tap out by Pac. It's the final countdown. That's it, right? End of the match. Then Brian's like, well, there's Mox, so he jumps through the ropes, kicks Mox, and they fight all the way to the back. Of course, Pac and Claudio, they're all fighting out there, fighting Wheeler. What's Masha Slamovich? What's her name? John Moxley's bodyguard. What's her name?
Oh, Marina Shafir.
Marina Shavir, Masha Slamovich. They look the same to me.
Are Wheeler, Pac, and Claudio still the trios champs?
Yes, they are, which is very confusing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very. Of course, it's AEW, so you're supposed to be confused. You're supposed to constantly be pondering what the fuck is going on with
Pac's probably
AEW.
pissed he's not getting the title shot because isn't he the number one contender?
Well, he's the number one contender. Mox is the number one contender. Who knows? There's the main. Darby was the number one contender, but he lost that spot. So,
I think the Danielson and Moxley match is the only one I give a shit about, and they're both going to be bleeding in under 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know how that. Honestly, don't even know how that match is going to end. I can't imagine that they're going to put that belt back on Moxley, but I think that they're going to. There's something going on here. There's a big surprise coming. I don't know if it's going to be Shane or what it's going to be. I have no idea. No idea.
It's gonna be Vince.
Now, wouldn't that be great if Vince comes? I just bought AEW. Ha! I just need him on the big screen. So that's how AEW went off. It went off with them all fighting. Of course, Bryan Danielson, is he going to make it? Is he going to make it through Wrestle Dream? That's the question. He's injured. His neck's bothering him, but he's still able to be the world champion.
I don't think it's the end of the road for him yet.
I don't think so either. I think they've teased it way too much.
I read Swerve's supposed to be back.
Yes, that was part of the one of the little things last night that he was making his comeback. Now, will he be with MVP? Or will he be here? Will he be with?
We're getting Bobby Lashley. It's going to show up, and
is that going to be the surprise at the end of the night?
Oh, it's at the end of the night?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know when it's going to be.
I don't know. I think he might show up, and then Bobby Lashley's going to show up.
Well, speaking of, I just posted a story here. Chris Jericho and MVP squashed their beef. Did you know they had a problem?
I do remember at some point they did back in WWE, but I can't remember what it was over.
Well, for those asking how the Rocky situation in AEW will be handled, it was already handled. Fightful Select reported that MVP had officially signed with AEW All Elite Wrestling, which led to an elephant in the room. I don't know. Were they talking about Nyla? Who are they talking about? Anyway, the former friends turned real life foes. MVP. Word had emerged that they had two physical altercations on a past Jericho cruise. You know, those drunk wrestlers.
Yeah.
That shit happens, Oh, you think you can shoot? I can shoot. Next thing you know, Jericho's being choked out. There was an incident also in an AEW hotel recent years ago. The two guys were caught arguing. Those who spoke said the word emerged backstage and among talent that on MVP's first night on the job, he went directly to Chris Jericho's locker room. Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah.
Just beat his ass. I run this now. I'm the learning tree. We weren't given any specifics on what was said, but according to those in AEW, it was hashed out and won't be an issue moving forward. MVP was praised by numerous backstage for addressing the issue directly. I mean, honestly, that's old school wrestling.
Yeah, exactly.
And when Punk does it, it's a problem.
Yeah, I think maybe Tony Khan had a little more confidence in Jericho than he did if it would have been CM Punk having that conversation with somebody.
Well, I believe that CM Punk, after he ate his muffin, I believe that he was. I know he was mad, right? We saw the press conference, right? He's tired of working with babies, and he's tired. He's injured. And he's tired of working with babies. We saw that. Remember that interview?
Yep.
He went to the back, and I guess he just went back to find out who said what and what. I'm sure it wasn't the most unaggressive thing he's ever done. But I don't know. somebody got bit. Someone's dog got bit. Kenny Omega ended up with a colostomy bag. Hasn't really been back since. Like it was
And
a good scene.
it was a throne chair.
It was There was Ace Steel got fired twice. I mean, it's terrible.
He got promoted to TNA.
He did get promoted to TNA, so he's got a job. He's got a job. So thank you, Punk. And it's all because Colt Cabana's an asshole. That's what it's all over. Colt Cabana doesn't have his own bank account. His mother's on his bank account. So
I don't think we've seen Colt Cabana since.
Boom Boom's been on a couple times.
ROH.
Yeah, definitely ROH.
Yeah.
I bought some stuff from him. Can't see anything. I know I bought some stuff around here, dude. Anyway. That's it, man. That's it. That's Hard Way Wrestling for the week. A nice, easy, breezy title Tuesday. Why were they on Tuesday, by the way? Do you remember why?
No.
I don't either. Was it
in
baseball?
Fact, I didn't even know. Like
wasn't baseball?
I was watching NXT before I went to work last night and didn't even realize they were having Title Tuesday.
Yeah, I didn't even. Well, that's why I remember them.
Yeah, it could be baseball.
Well, I know that that's why WWE loaded up on NXT. Was they brought Randy in and I know Jey Uso was there last night. Boy, that man is over. Yeah, Randy says baseball. That's exactly Figured it'd be baseball. The Braves are out. They still got the rights?
No, TBS, TNT, and Fox, I think, handle all the.
We need a Yankees. We need the Yankees to lose tonight, man.
Yes.
That would just.
Once the Yankees and the Dodgers are gone, I could give a rat's ass who wins the series. Although I'm pulling for the Pods because I'm still a Manny Machado fan.
Nah, I don't know. I'm rooting for Kansas City and Philly. I want Philly in. I need Philly to be in.
Why you gonna go up and watch?
It's good. Yeah, maybe it's possible. It's possible. I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation in 2 weeks, so that's about time for the World Series. So,
nah,
you don't think 3 weeks?
No.
I'm sorry, 3 weeks. End of October.
Yeah, it'll be right around then.
Yeah, so
because now the series are getting longer, they're gonna start having off days in between, like travel days and stuff.
Philly would be live, and I'm not a Philly fan. I'm kind of a Philly fan. We went up this year, watched them lose. Who did they play? Oh, Miami. They played the Marlins.
One of the worst teams in baseball.
Yeah, they were the worst team in baseball, and they Phillies were up by 3, and they blew it. I was like, we suck. Everywhere we go, they the team loses.
So I know we weren't planning on covering Monday Night Raw, but did you happen to notice they were 2 hours this week?
I did know they were 2 hours this week. It's gonna be 2 hours the rest of the month.
Yes.
Yeah. So what did you think of that 2 hours?
I actually liked it.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't.
Because when the main event was starting, what was it, around 9:30?
Yeah.
Or when they were getting ready to have the world title match, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, the main event, they must only be 2 hours tonight. And I was sitting there like, hell yeah, it's not going to be 11 o'clock. And I'm not like, I was at that point where I was like, yes, I can watch this match and just not have to sit through another hour of nonsense just to get to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it. I like it because it's easier for me to I can zip through it better. But it was a lot of talking. A lot of this month, for those who don't know, will be pre-recorded. There's going to be a lot of pre-recorded stuff this month, leading into Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel is the beginning of the month, right? In the beginning of the month, like the second,
I believe.
Yeah. So supposedly there's going to be a lot of pre-recorded stuff here. So, I mean, it was a lot of talking last night. A lot of talking. And
there's a lot of talking every night, though.
I can't think of anything that stood out with me. I mean, we didn't think Gunther was going to lose last night, so
no.
Hopefully that thing with him is over. So
we can only hope.
Yeah. So, but it was. I mean, it wasn't bad.
I mean, Cody was there, so I think they're focusing on, because what Crown Jewel's a couple weeks away, 3 weeks away now.
Yeah, right
So
around the corner.
I think they're going to start maybe doing crossovers with the shows to
By the way, it is
build these two title matches.
It is the first PLE in the new season of Hardway Wrestling Fantasy League. Make sure
It is.
you listen. You want to play in this fantasy league? It's $5 a month. You can't beat it. It's $5 a month. Bragging rights. You want to be the champion of Hardway Wrestling. Re-up as soon as possible, because soon as you're not going to want to miss any. It runs for 2 months. You're not going to want to miss any points at all. So jump in immediately, because Crown Jewel is number one PLE for the month. So jump in there for that. Tell your friends.
Yep.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Anyway, that's going to do it here for Hardway Wrestling. Ricky, thanks for coming in for 4 minutes.
I know. My bad.
That's okay, man. That's okay. It's okay, man.
Yeah.
It happens.
Should have called me. I would have woke up quicker than waiting on Mr.
I figured,
Puffers.
listen, I've been running all day, doctor's appointments, whatnot. So I have not gotten a chance to take a nap myself. So I was definitely not going to, if you weren't on and you're religious, like you're like religiously on by quarter of, and you weren't. And I was like, ooh, that's when I messaged you. I was like, ooh, I bet he's still sleeping. I was like, there's no way I'm going to call you, wake you up. It's not that big of a deal.
No, it was all right. Like I said, Mr. Puffers, he was all up in my face meowing.
Yeah, he's like, I need to be on YouTube, Dad.
Oh, he's fucking sleeping now.
Oh, he's out now. Okay.
Yeah, look at this fat
Mr.
asshole.
Puffers. Look at this, Mr. Puffers. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Puffers is a legend.
He is
a legend.
So yeah, he meows. He can't just get up on my damn bed and just lay the fuck down and sleep. He's got to let me know he's there.
Yeah.
So he wakes me up all kinds of times during the day, and
Did he slam into you?
No, he just hops up on my pillow and he's literally in my face.
Yeah. That's how this cat. That's how John Senior is. He that cat hates me, by the way. Can't stand me. But when Jesse's laying down, he climbs up on her pillow and he he's like a neck brace, like he's under her chin. It's actually funny. So he's weird. And then you can't say dirty things to anybody in their bed, because then he gets all racked up and wants to run away. So
yeah, he wakes me up, and then I saw your message and I was like, oh shit.
Anyway, that's good dude here for Hardway Wrestling. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Ring that bell. Ring it. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Make sure, lets you know that we are live. We are firing live. Also, we are on all your podcasting platforms. You'll no longer be able to get our podcast. As of now, I don't think you're going to be able to get our podcast on YouTube. It's screwing up my algorithm. So you're only going to be able to get our podcast through Spotify and iTunes and iHeartRadio, and there's a bunch of other ones.
Not Google Play.
Definitely not Google Play. Why?
Because Scotty ruined it.
Scotty fucked it up. So anyway, go check that out. Also, on the Patreon, we're releasing there's articles every day we're putting out there. If you want to catch up on all your wrestling news, you can go to our Patreon. It's free to join. Jump on there, join the community. Also, on that community, if you want to spend $5, you could join our fantasy league. Real easy, real fun, real easy to do, and meet some new people. Meet some wrestling fans, right? Meet some wrestling fans. So anyway, we will be back. Maybe Ricky won't. I don't know. It depends on how long he sleeps. But we will be back. We will be firing live at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning, talking about Wrestle Dream. So are they doing Collision on? They're doing Rampage on Friday night. Are they doing Collision too Friday night? I
don't have any idea what Tony's doing. He may have Collision followed by the 0 Hour, followed by Wrestle Wet Dream or whatever he's doing.
24 hours of AEW is coming Friday and Saturday. So
it's too much. He just needs to get rid of Rampage.
Well, he's supposedly getting rid of. Well, he's getting rid of Rampage. That's going away. But I believe Dark is coming back.
what is it? What's that other shit he was thinking about doing? Shock something or other.
Well, that Shockwave, that's actually
Shockwave.
going to be a show on Fox. That is a show on Fox, and they just released some more details on a WBD and Max deal. So, but that's going to be on Fox. So, whatever.
Yeah.
So, more AEW, make it better.
Start writing better stories, Tony.
That's what we need. More stories. So,
Or
anyway,
tell
that's good.
among the kids to do it. Whoever's in control.
Yeah, whatever kid's in charge. Yeah, just
Yeah.
I did. I was listening to. Oh, I'm gonna sound like Scotty here for a second. I was listening to Cornette. And he was saying about. And I already thought about this, but how bad the Jacksonville Jaguars are, and that Tony is like in charge of player personnel and that kind of stuff. So, oh boy, woobah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, old Tony. Yeah, Jacksonville stinks. So
They are terrible.
they are terrible. The most important, the most awesome thing that Jacksonville Jaguars has done, they did a match with Sammy Guevara and a hologram, like at halftime of one of their shows or some shit. I don't even know.
Jesus, I didn't even know.
Yeah. It was I forget who they faced, but that was before Sammy got his concussion, his 50th concussion. He's got more concussions than Tua at this point.
Yeah, but has he received more than he has given?
That we'll never know.
Yeah.
We'll never know. I'm going to take the latter on that. I think for every 2 he gives, he gets 1 himself. So
Yeah, ask the Hardy Boys.
ask the Hardy Boys. he's definitely ruined the Hardy Boys. So anyway, we're rambling. All right, we're out of here. See you next time
On the hard way. Conan.